If you're anything like me, the chances are public speaking has never been something that you thought you could do, let alone wanted to do. Like, why would you? But over the past few months, for some reason, I've had the urge to do it. And after getting an opportunity to be a Sony Advocate, they wanted me to host events. They wanted me to be that person at the front talking to people. Public speaking. So this video is about me facing that fear head on. And I wanted to document it because with anything you do, not just this, it might change your perspective. Because it definitely changed mine. Okay, so we're just in the warehouse and I've been printing some stuff off. This is what we printed off. It's just some of my scripting templates and my shot list guides, which if you do want them, I'll leave a link in the description. But I went to get 30 copies of these, right? And she was like, yeah, that'll be $185, please. Our jaws dropped. And luckily, they didn't have enough color ink to actually do all of them. So we actually just got refunded $131, but what a nightmare.
Dare get those. That's like that. He's not from New Zealand, so he doesn't understand that that's like the shittest biscuit you can get.
I think one of the hardest things with this whole process was making the event live. Because it's easy when you're like, yeah, cool, that's what I'm going to do. Here's my plan. And Sony is showing me how to register an event and organize it. And I'm like, yeah, cool. But then actually making it live, anything that's like in person or maybe it's like something that's paid, it puts so much more pressure on you. Like you are really putting yourself out there. Go on then, what would you recommend?
Yeah, like, I mean, if you're going around to grandma's, you might have some Scotch fingers, but...
They're the same as them.
No, that's not it. No, you're not getting those either.
Because Sony even say like, hey, cool, look, if there's not this many people by this date, we're going to have to cancel it. And then you're like, okay, cool. So everyone's going to know this event goes live. And then if they think, oh, cool, I wonder if that happened, they're going to know it was cancelled because not enough people wanted to go. It's terrifying. The self-doubt starts to creep in. You start thinking, what am I doing? It was difficult.
I don't care how much money you make. No one's spending $185 on
paper
printing.
Yeah. But right now, we're getting some snacks because any good event will have snacks. Fact.
Really good price for eggs. $6.50 for a 12-pack.
I'm sure they'll love them. Yeah, everybody grab a raw egg. So that's why I spent so much time prepping this thing. I really wanted, kind of like with any of my content, I want to make things that I'm like, what would I want to watch? What would I find value in? So from watching my little presentation I did to you yesterday, how do you think it's going to go for me?
So good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think it's going to be really cool, really interactive. I think people are going to learn a lot. I think it's going to be practical.
And I'm in the exact same position as most of these people. They all started just like I did, and I know exactly what would have helped me. I really thought I'd be more nervous than I am right now. I imagine like the night before doing the event, I would be a bit of a mess. Like just so much nerves and butterflies in my stomach. But honestly, there is slight, but I don't think it's like anxiety or I don't think it's like nerves. I think it's just like anticipation. Like I can't wait to do it. I planned everything. I believe in what I'm saying. I've been through my presentation a couple of times. I even did it with Natalie. She gave me some good feedback. I packed my snacks and I've got my print offs. All my camera batteries are charged. I've got someone filming me tomorrow, which is great. Yeah, and I've always kind of thought that anxiety normally comes from like the lack of preparation. And I feel like I've prepared enough where I don't actually feel that anxious. Tomorrow morning might be different. But yeah, I'm feeling all right. Feeling all right. Good morning. It is currently 8:23, so I've got like half an hour before the event starts. The guy from Sony is going to be here in like 5 minutes, I think. I'm feeling a little bit nervous, I can't lie. I went for a run this morning. I went to walk Crash. I've just got my first coffee. This is my outfit, by the way. Pretty good. I'm happy with it, but I've done everything that I can for this to go well, both in my mind, my preparation. So hopefully we can put something together. Let's go.
Just there, yeah. Otherwise,
my laptop was set up, the snacks were out, and it was time to go, but we were waiting on a few people, and it was like... Okay. Okay, this is a bit awkward. I need to like try and like break the ice here.
I timed myself last night, and it was like, you know, when a comedian's like, pause for laugh, you know? I had to be like, pause for questions. I don't know if you're gonna have any, you know? It might run smoothly, it might not. Okay.
And after all this time, having the idea, getting the opportunity from Sony, planning it, practicing it, we were now in the room. There were people in front of me, and I was nervous. But it was time to go.
Cool, and everyone signed in? Sweet, cool, okay. Thank you everyone for being here. I really appreciate it. My name's Layton, and this is Shoot With Confidence. This is my first Sony Scene event, so I really appreciate you guys being here. At the back here we have Martin. He's going to be filming the event for me. He's an absolute legend.
At the beginning, I could feel like a real nervousness, like a tightness in my chest and like shallow breathing. And as I was going down the list of like what we were going to do, it felt like I was like, okay, then we're going to do this and then do that. And I just thought like, oh my God, everyone's going to be noticing this. And my brain is freaking out because my brain doesn't want to talk in front of people. It's built for survival. And it's like, what are we doing, Layton? What are we doing?
I essentially want everybody to walk out of this room with the confidence and the knowledge, whether you're just starting or you're on your journey, to go out that door and be like, I can do this.
And right through that beginning, all I could really think was, oh my God, this is going to be such a long day. But once I got into it, I got a couple of laughs and I got a bit more comfortable.
Awesome. It's weird, you know, like everyone's like here. When I put up this event, I was like, oh, it'd be fine. And now I'm here, I'm like, fuck, there's actually people here. Okay, cool, so.
I think what gave me a lot of confidence when I was up there, I was going through my presentation and I was answering questions, was that I was talking about what I know. Like there wasn't really a question anybody could ask me that I wouldn't have an answer to. And I think when we think of public speaking, we think of like, oh, I'd be up there in front of a load of people and I wouldn't know what to say. But why would you be speaking publicly on something you know nothing about?
Going viral is not the answer. I think a lot of people go into content thinking like, how am I going to go viral? How am I going to get that reach? It doesn't matter. I'd rather have 10 videos that have like 10,000 views each than one video that does 2 million. If you were to make your first video tomorrow and you got 1 million views, you'd have basically a tall tower with no foundations. These videos are building that foundation. They're those bricks that eventually build up your brand and your reputation and what you can offer people. So if it isn't quite going to plan straight away, be patient, keep going, because you don't know who's watching.
Which I didn't really think about beforehand. I kind of said like, cool, yeah, you know what you're talking about, but actually being up there and having like, you can plan so much in a presentation, but I would put, you know, have a break for questions, and then people would ask questions and I'd have the answers to them. And then as I was doing it, I was like, yeah, I do know what I'm doing. Yeah, cool. I wasn't going up there and doing something that I had no idea about. And I think that just helped. It helped so much with the whole confidence of the whole event and how it all played out.
Love that one. What I would say about you selling a product is that people don't usually buy just products. They buy from people. So if you can put yourself out there, like if I was going to buy a cake and I saw Ivy and she made a really cool video and like opened up and told me a story about herself, I'd be like, I have more of a connection with her than a really big chain bakery that I know nothing about. So think about how within your race day content or whatever you do, how can you put yourself out there? Because there might be a bit of your personality that people are like, I really like her. Next time I need that, I'm going to go to them. Just bear that in mind, because of course show the product, but also people buy from people.
And from being in the moment, seeing the reviews that people gave and like watching myself back on this screen, I really realized, and I think this can apply to most people, is like we're selling ourselves short. We have these preconceived notions and these rules inside our head of who we are. And I told myself for years that I'll never public speak. I'll never talk like that. Why would I do that? For years, I never even thought about picking up a camera because I wasn't creative. I had all these rules in my head that were like, nah, you're this person, this is what you're good at, this is all you're gonna do. But we're holding ourselves back. Anything that you think you can't do, you probably can. It's just your brain trying to protect you. Because like I said, our brains just want to survive. That's why when we scroll on our phones or we eat shit food, it feels good to the brain. It's like, cool, we're gonna survive. We're gonna survive the winter. Our brains haven't evolved past that yet. So it's not going to try and push us.
I thought it was amazing. This is probably my first workshop I've ever done. I've always just done content on the phone.
I loved it. I thought the content was so good. Like it was focused towards exactly what I want to do.
Getting that motivation from them, it was really nice. Like I liked how Layton went like really personal with us.
I mean, I learned a lot of things starting from camera setting to like storytelling, which is the part that I really appreciate because it's my favorite, let's say.
The storytelling was very interesting as well, and what kind of shots you can get to kind of change the story as well.
overall, I think the most biggest takeaway for me would be the camera basics. Probably something I knew, but it was nice to be refreshed in that and have a bit of, having someone to support you. If you had a question, you could have Layton or someone else come by and actually chat and discuss why and a bit of the in-depth behind it.
Talking with the other people in the room, we got to share ideas, and yeah, I feel like I really clicked with what I want to put out there.
So overall, great day, great Saturday morning. So I'm happy to be here.
But my whole journey so far has just proved to me that like if you want something, you can do it. Like it really is there. And I used to hear people say like, hey, you can be anything when you grow up. And I'd be like, I don't think I can. But what they really mean is that it's going to be a lot of work, but you could do it. There might be some limitations, of course, but like picking up a camera and talking in front of people after a certain amount of time and so many videos and so much experience and the amount of planning and having a passion for it, I never thought that would have been possible, but now I've done it. Obviously I know it is. And I feel like going forward, it might help me do other things. It'll give me the confidence to do more things. So if you're here and you're thinking like, there's this thing that I really want to do, but I've told myself I can't, you probably can. You probably got it. It's probably there. It's probably there for the taking.
Where are you parked, man?
Just up here.
Cool, I'm that way. Right. Thank you, Thank you so much, man.
You're welcome.
You're a fucking legend. Have a good rest of your weekend, yeah? See you later, mate.
And I think fundamentally as like humans, because there's so many of us, like there's 8 billion of us, but if you talk to anyone, they've all got the same self-doubt, the same insecurities, the same anxieties through doing things that are difficult. We've all got a reason why it wouldn't work. Every single one of us has a reason that we can lean on and be like, cool, that's why we're not going to do it. But it's really just our brain protecting us because it's built for survival. It's built for comfort. But if you really want to do something, we're all human. We're all the same. Why couldn't it be you or me who does what we want to do? Why not? Why does it always have to be someone else? All I'm saying is don't sell yourself short. I didn't think I could do these things. And to some people watching this, you might not think it's a big deal, but I know exactly what I was like years ago. I know what I thought of myself. I know what my self-confidence was like. I knew what I thought I could do, and I was wrong about everything. Absolutely everything. And to me, it's a big achievement. And your big achievement might just be on the other side of just doing it. You know?
Oh my God. I think it went all right. I feel, oh my God, I can't even explain how I feel right now. The amount of planning and like the build up to that. Fuck, man. I felt like I spoke really well. I felt like people got value from it, and that was the most important thing. Like people were like, that was helpful. Yeah, I feel amazing, man. I feel amazing. It's scary thinking like, oh, how am I actually going to talk in front of people? But it was happening. I was, and I got some reviews. I was asking people like, hey, first time on camera, like, let's get it going. Like, could you leave me a review? And like, yeah, it all came back good, man. Like, I'm over the moon. I'm so happy. I can't really kind of put into words, but I wanted to get like a real reaction and not wait till I got home. But yeah, we did it, man. We did it. I don't really know how to close out this video because I don't know what footage we've got, but if you made it this far, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. I'm feeling like the luckiest man on the earth right now. So if you could like this video, subscribe to the channel, that'd be great. See you on the next one.